Hey guys, you ever stop and think about how difficult the first phrase of Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 is? Trust in the Lord. There's absolutely nothing easy about that. I think, when we hear the words trust God, I think our tendency is to say, oh, I trust God, I've got that one under control, on to the next thing. But stop and think about it. Trusting God does not come naturally for us. As a matter of fact, the verse goes on to say that we're to trust Him with all of our heart. That means with everything we are, with everything we have, with everything we hope to be, with our dreams, with our children, with our jobs. We're to trust God with everything, totally, completely, with our whole heart. Trust Him without limitations or restraint. That's not easy, and that doesn't come naturally. And lean not to your own understanding. How do we not lean to our own understanding? All of our lives we've been taught. All of our lives we've heard people, follow your heart. You better think that through. You better make the right decision. You better weigh things out. We hear these things all of our lives, and so much of what we hear and so much of what we know encourages us to lean to our own understanding. As a matter of fact, we trust our best judgment. We lean to our understanding. And so how do we trust God in such a way that our understanding doesn't influence our trust and our faith in Him? That I wouldn't try to reason it out, and I wouldn't try to follow my own heart, that I wouldn't try to think about what's best for me as I perceive it, but that I would just think, God, whatever you want, God, whatever you do in the life of my family, whatever you do in the lives of my children, my health, my job, my circumstances, God, whatever happens, I'm not going to try to reason it out. I'm just going to trust you completely. That's not easy. And so I don't think we can look at trusting God as if we have that down pat. But I think trusting God is an issue that we confront daily, that we would desire to trust Him, and that we would, by faith, trust Him on the basis of the fact He is trustworthy, that God is faithful. We can't even begin to fathom His love for us. We can't even begin to fathom His faithfulness, in that God is bound to keep His word. God isn't bound by time. God isn't bound by power restraint. God isn't bound by flesh. God isn't bound by sin. God isn't bound by any of the things that would bind us. Yet you and I can be unfaithful to our word, but God is bound to keep His word. And He calls on us to trust Him. I want to trust God. As a matter of fact, some things that's going on in my life right now, I need to trust God, because I don't have the answers. And I certainly can't control the situation. And so I just need to fully, completely trust Him. And I hope that you will think about this, and that you would desire for God to give you the trust of Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and verse 6, that you would trust Him with all of your heart, and that it wouldn't be an issue of what you understand and what you don't understand, but that we would trust Him because He's trustworthy. God bless, and I hope you have a great day.